So what's up, guys? Got Dave here, and I wanted to ask your opinion on something, because my mom was recently talking to her sister, and my cousin wants to get a bike. He's half a year younger than me, and which is no spring chicken. And I'm already into my 40s, so it's, I don't know, man, you know. And it's like he didn't grow up riding dirt bikes, and he has never ridden street bikes before or anything like that. And I don't know how into bicycles he ever was, you know, but I'm just thinking, like, skill wise, you know, that's, I don't know. Give me your opinion on this, because when I first started riding, you know, like probably half a year or even a year after I first started riding a motorcycle, got my motorcycle license and started riding around, anyone that I talked to, I would tell them, I'd be like, dude, I just started riding motorcycles and it is like the most fun thing that I've ever done in my life. And I would seriously suggest to you that you start riding motorcycles too, because I'm sure you'll like it and it'll be a fun thing for you to do. It'll really add to your life, you know, as far as the fun and the freedom and the adventure, all the things that I enjoy riding my motorcycle. And now, after riding 6 years, I don't tell anyone that. Even people that they're like, dude, I see you ride motorcycle every day, you know, and I've been thinking about doing it too. I always go, well, be careful, you know, take an MSF class to get your license, and be careful and freaking be safe out there and stuff, you know. Like, it's weird. I'm not so gung-ho on riding anymore, and it's not because I'm not into it. It's just because I don't want to recommend to someone that they start riding bikes and then they crash, and I feel bad because I'm the one who told them to do it. You know what I mean? And now, after riding for 6 years and seeing the things that I've seen over these years, I understand how dangerous motorcycles are. And when I first started riding, everyone was like, oh man, you got your motorcycle license? I wouldn't do that if I were you. You know, be careful, man, you're gonna get taken out. You know, a car's gonna hurt you or cripple you or whatever, you know. And everybody was warning me about riding. And I was just like, yeah, whatever, you know, like, you guys just don't want me to ride, you know, like, you guys are just being stupid old people, and, you know, like, you're just trying to be like a fun kill or a buzz kill, whatever you want to, you know, like, you're just trying to, like, take away something that would be fun for me. But now, after I have been riding for this many years and I've seen what I've seen, I understand how dangerous motorcycles are, and it's freaking crazy, dude. And all within, like, the first 5 years of me riding, I lost a lot of friends, or people that I would, not really like friends, but, you know, not people that I knew seriously or went over to their house or anything like that, but they were people that I hung out with up at the rock store, who I thought were really cool and who I thought were really good riders, and who had awesome freaking motorcycles and always wore one-piece suits and $800, $1,000 helmets. And, you know, I mean, these guys were, like, seriously serious about their riding, and they were always doing track days. And, you know, I actually looked up to them as a good rider that I wanted to become, and a cool person that I wanted to become. You know, I mean, these guys were great, dude. They were funny, they were fun to hang out with, they were fun to ride with. And I probably knew about 15 of these people that were just really cool, happy-go-lucky, fast riders that, from time to time, when I went up to the rock store, I would go out on a little ride through the canyon with these guys, and we would get freaking crazy, dude. You know, we'd be like triple digits. And out of those 15 people, I know 2 people right now who got rid of their bikes and they don't ride anymore. And the other people, the other 13, are dead. They all freaking died. And over that first 4 years or 5 years that I rode for, like every month or every couple of months, I'd hear about another person. Oh, did you hear about so-and-so? Yeah, he was up on Angela's Crest and went over the side somewhere and is no longer with us. And just little by little, I started being like, holy crap, you know, like, so-and-so was like a 10 times better rider than me, and he's dead. So that means I should probably be 10 times more careful when I'm riding around. You know, and little by little, you know, like, I hate to say it, but person by person, I started riding slower. And when I went up to the canyon, I'd cruise the turns, and I'd get up to the rock store, and I'd hang out, and I'd look at the bikes, and I'd talk to the people. But I don't do crazy speeds up in the canyon. I don't get my knee down ever. I don't, you know, it's like, if I really want to freaking ride fast and just worry about riding fast, I go to the track. I'll just go do a track day once or twice a year, and that's good enough for me. And the rest of the time, honestly, I'm just happy to be on two wheels and just be cruising around and just feel the freedom of being on a bike. And it feels awesome compared to being in a car. I love it. I would way rather be on a bike than in a car. Even going the same speed, you know, even going slow, even not wheeling, you know, even just riding responsibly. I would way rather be on a bike because it's way more fun for me. But it's, I don't know, but the whole point of this is, you know, my cousin wants to start riding. And so what's your opinion? You know, like, what should I tell him as far as, you know, all I can really say is, like, you're going to do what you want to do, but please be careful. You know, that's really all I could say, is just be as careful as you possibly can, and start out in a MSF class is what my recommendation would be. Don't just get your learner's permit, ride around for 6 months, and then go take your test or whatever. You know, I would say actually take a class to get your license, so that someone lays out some rules and some procedures and some techniques that you could fall back on when things get crazy. And there are quite a few things that I learned in my MSF class 6 years ago. Even though it was a total basic, just beginner class, I learned some things that I still use every time I go out on a ride, that I just got in the habit of because I started out in a class, and I didn't start out just riding around on my own, developing bad habits on my own. I don't know, I'm rambling now, but basically I would say just be careful and start off in an MSF class. But what's your opinion on that? And what would you tell someone that you really cared about? You know, that someone that you really did not want to see get hurt. What would you tell them if they came to you and said, hey, I'm thinking about getting my motorcycle license and buying a street bike and riding around town? So, I don't know, when I get home, I'm going to call my cousin. I'm going to have a little talk with him. Sit down and have a little heart-to-heart. Let him know that I don't want to see anything bad happen to him. But at the same time, anytime that you go out on a ride and nothing bad happens to you, it's the most fun thing that you could possibly do, in my opinion. So it's crazy, man. And it's a lot like a gun. You can have so much fun with a gun, or get seriously hurt or dead or in trouble. You know, there's so many ways that it could go depending on how you treat that particular machine, and whether or not you have respect for that particular machine and its power. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.